Bitcoin is looking very dangerous over here. We are seeing a huge bearish retest for this Bitcoin pattern. We are also back at this critical support level on a daily time frame. Can Bitcoin hold the support and become a little bit more bullish, or are we going to see more downside from here? In this video I will tell you everything about it and what is going to happen for Bitcoin in the coming days. So stay tuned and watch this video all the way to the end. Give this video a like, follow me on Twitter, and let's dive right into the charts. On the 4-hour time frame we can see Bitcoin was in this falling wedge formation with multiple touch points on the top side as resistance and also multiple touch points on the downside as support. Earlier this week we fell below the support area and dumped all the way towards the $59,000, and now we can see that we are revisiting this previous support and turn it into resistance, and from there we can see a little bit of a rejection already. So this is a very bearish retest on the 4-hour time frame for Bitcoin. And yeah, this could mean that we're going to see lower levels from here, and we maybe can see a revisit of these lows and do another liquidity grab to the top side. But yeah, it's looking very dangerous for Bitcoin, and we can see this huge downtrend for Bitcoin happening. So yeah, the trend is down, and you always have to trade with the trend, and the trend is your friend until it ends. So until we are breaking this downtrend to the top side, we are still in this huge downtrend. So yeah, we have to be a little bit patient, and we need to see the bulls stepping into the market again. And if we then go to the daily time frame, we can see Bitcoin is back at this huge support area. And yeah, this is the last support that we need to hold before we are going to see much lower levels. So if we are breaking below this level, we are going to see a retest of this support level to turn it into resistance. And from there we can come all the way down to this first big support area. So this will be my first big area of support for Bitcoin, and it will be around the $52,000. So yeah, that will be a huge drop from there. That will be a drop of 15% more. So keep in mind that this is a potential scenario that could play out for Bitcoin. But we all want to see a revisit of this topside resistance again and create more bullish price action for Bitcoin. Yeah, these are the two scenarios for Bitcoin you have to keep in mind for the coming days and weeks. There's also a little bit more bullish news for Bitcoin. Yesterday we saw a positive inflow for the second day in a row. We saw an inflow of $21 million into the Bitcoin ETFs. BlackRock didn't buy anything again, and even Grayscale started buying, so that is something you like to see. And maybe today we can see another huge inflow of the Bitcoin ETFs, and that could maybe have a positive effect on the Bitcoin price. But we also have the news about the Mt. Gox Bitcoin load off, and the Germany government is also loading off a lot of Bitcoin, and the German government has a wallet over 50,000 Bitcoin, and that is worth more than $9 billion, so that could have a very negative effect on the price of Bitcoin, and they will probably load off in July of this year. And also Mt. Gox is selling their Bitcoin, and this too has a lot of negative selling pressure for Bitcoin. So this could have the most bearish effect for Bitcoin in the coming weeks and months. And yeah, we need to see the Bitcoin ETF stepping into the market and maybe create more buying pressure. Another bullish formation is this daily bullish divergence. On the chart we can see that Bitcoin is creating a higher low, but on the RSI we are creating a lower low, and that indicates that the selling pressure is cooling off, and maybe we can see a bounce to the top side, and that will also have a very positive effect on the market and the Bitcoin price. Yeah, this could happen in the coming days, or maybe even today. So let's see if this bullish divergence plays out, or that we are even going lower. And the last time Bitcoin was at this stages of this kind of low RSI was at August in 2023, and after that we saw a huge bounce occurring to the top side. So let's see if we can do that again in the coming days. And these are the times you have to be a little bit more greedy, because yeah, we are back at this critical support area, and yeah, you always have to buy at support, and later you can sell at resistance again. Bitcoin is still in this huge range formation, and we are already trading in this range since February 2024. So yeah, we're in this range for quite a while now, and the longer we stay inside this range, the bigger the next move will be. But of course we want to see a move to the top side and not to the downside. But we already visited Bitcoin on the lower side support a lot of times, and all the times we visited we saw a huge bump afterwards to the top side. So yeah, let's see if we can create more bullishness in the coming days again. And if we want to see more bullishness coming into the market for Bitcoin, then we want to see a revisit of this yeah, important resistance line for Bitcoin. And if we are going to revisit this resistance line, then we can create an inverse head and shoulders on the daily time frame, and that is yeah, a very bullish bias pattern, because an inverse head and shoulders is a bullish bias pattern, and it always tends to break to the top side because we are going to see a trend reversal with a low, a lower low, and then a higher low. And yeah, then we want to create more upside from here, break the resistance, retest this resistance as support, and from there we can come further back up. So yeah, this would be very healthy price action, and this would be very bullish if we are going to create this inverse head and shoulders to the top side. So let's see if Bitcoin can create this right shoulder and revisit this top side resistance to maybe break it in the future. The first altcoin I want to discuss with you is Cardano. Cardano is in this range, and we are now back at this critical support area, and we need to hold this area, otherwise we are going to see much lower level for Cardano. And Cardano has been very bearish in the since March 2024, and we are in this big downtrend on the daily time frame. And now we are at this critical level, and we need to choose a side. And of course we want to see a bounce from this level, maybe create more bullish price action, but we can also see another scenario unfolding, and that is the bearish scenario, that we are going to see a drop below the support area, retest it as resistance, and then come further back down. But if we are going back down, then we can see a lot more lower levels, and that will be very bearish for Cardano. Yeah, let's see if Cardano can create a bounce from this support area. And if we have a look at the weekly time frame, yeah, we can also see this, it was a very important level in the past as support and resistance. We can see multiple touch points here, and yeah, we need to see a bounce from this level on the weekly time frame as well. So yeah, let's see if we can create a bullish retest after this breakout to the top side, and maybe create a bounce and yeah, create a lot more bullish price action, because we want to see this continuation of the uptrend to the top side, and a lot of people are waiting for Cardano to become a little bit more bullish again, and we want to eventually even see this $1 mark again getting hit, and that will be a very interesting target for me. And in this range I'm still accumulating more Cardano for the long term. So yeah, I'm not panicking. I'm just buying even more and more every day. Every time we go down, I just buy a little bit more of Cardano. And another interesting altcoin I've been talking about a lot is Vechain. Vechain has also been dropping very significantly from this daily falling wedge. We can see this falling wedge occurring, and yeah, we fell below it. That was a very bearish move for Vechain. And yeah, we are currently back at this interesting support area, and this area is a very interesting level, because if we drop below this area we can see much lower levels for Vechain. But of course we can also see the prices interacting with the support level, and yeah, we are already seeing two bounces from here. But for now we want to create a little bit more bullishness, and if we have a look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see Bitcoin is in this consolidation pattern. There are multiple touch points on the top side as resistance, and also two touch points on the downside as support. This could mean that Vechain is going to be a little bit more consolidating inside this pattern, and eventually we will see a breakthrough either way to the top side, retest this previous resistance as support, and then come further back up. And we can also see a bearish scenario unfolding, of course, and then we are going to see a break to the downside, a retest of this previous support as resistance, and then we can come further back down. So these are the two scenarios for Vechain in the shorter time frame. And on the higher time frame, we are still looking at this huge support area, and this also dates back to previous price action. We can see a lot of interaction here for this area, a lot of resistance and support happening, and we also have a lot of touch points here. So for now, we want to see a bounce of this level and create more bullish price action to the upside. And let me know in the comments what you think of Vechain, and if you are still holding Vechain in your portfolio. So this was it for today. Slap up that like button if you like this video. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.